What's up guys, Semi-mong here, part of the Game On crew, and welcome back to yet another Dungeon Defenders 2 video. I hope you're all having a fine and dandy day, because where I am it's raining. It's raining heavily and I got wet going out, and I still need to go out to get breakfast because I'm starving. But yeah, in today's video, Old Man Gamer keeps texting. In today's video, we're going to be revising upon the lane-to-lane tactic that I posted, I believe it was 2 videos ago, because I did the lane-to-lane tactic number 1, then a big wipe-ageddon happened and everything got reset, and then obviously we've got the new features and contents video. But I'm just going to be building upon that sort of tactic, that initial tactic, that I don't think I made it up, like it's like a tactic already used by loads of other people, but I thought I'd do a video on it and showing you just how I like to play with the monk in general anyway, because I don't usually like play with this with the apprentice. It is a different playstyle to my standard apprentice playstyle. But yeah, if you haven't already, go check out the previous lane-to-lane tactic video, just to get the basis of what we're doing. It is just sort of heavily defending one lane, while sort of defending the other two. Like, I don't want to ruin it too much for you guys, but if you haven't seen that, then it's gonna be ruined in a minute, trust me, because I'm just gonna be going through the tactic all over again, showing you what's good, where to place your towers and all of that good stuff. And if you haven't been like sort of up to date with the social tavern, then the wipe-ageddon has happened. It does look funky fresh now with a load of new features. Level cap has been increased, all of that good stuff, so be sure to check that out on our channel as well. But yeah, I'm going to jump straight into a private game most likely, guys, and I'll see you when I'm building up my towers. Alright guys, here we are. We're actually on the 2nd level rather than the 3rd level, which is Siphon Site D. I've gone for Dragonfall Bazaar just because in my first video I do explain a little bit on how this tactic is for 3 lanes. Like the top, you can see the top 3 sort of purple like eye things. It is for 3 laned maps like this, and there are other maps where you've got lanes on the sides, you've got lanes behind you where the car or like the crystals directly in the middle of the map, and you're just there like, oh wow, my tactic's gone out the window. So I'm gonna do different videos on that, sort of various styles that you can adjust for this tactic and actually be able to take it into any match. But for now, what you want to do is simply pick either left to right or right to left. Now, a little bit of an unfair advantage is I know this map, and I know that a lot of the mobs start coming out of the right hand lane to start off with, so I'm just gonna do the right hand lane. I think enemy spawn is nearby, so what you want to do, I'm gonna start off with a good 4, and you want to follow the line. So you can see it curves around here a little bit, so you just want to follow the line around. Now what you want to do is go down to this bit down here, and you want to put 3. Okay, so you've got 3 of the, what are they called, I think they're like electric traps, lightning auras, there you go, and try and keep them in a line. And if they're in a straight line, as you can see over there, you'll be able to notice that they're lapping over. So as the enemy's walking through this one, it's also getting damage done by both of them while it's in this semicircle. Another section of ×2 damage, another smaller section of ×2 damage. I could have placed that a lot better, to be fair. It is sections like this where you want to try and be more careful, making sure that you're not trying to overlap them. Like, obviously overlapping them is good because you're getting double damage, but you're following the path. That's your main priority. You're following the path because they're running along these paths, and your lightning auras don't get targeted by mobs. Like, they're not going to be attacked like barricades do. So if you've got a whole line of them going down, they're just having damage done to them 24/7. And now usually I would only put 3 here, but because this is a map that has got a secondary objective, the gate control, which in turn unlocks a set of like a 4th route, I'm putting 3. But I would usually suggest that you just put 2 and then go ahead with the finals part. So imagine you had an extra 30-40 credits and you simply just want to put down a boost tower right at the end here, boosting these first 2. Can we get 3? No, I don't think we can actually. Can we reach to 3? No, I don't think we can reach to 3. So we're just going to put it directly in the centre, right about there. So that's boosting the damage. Oh, yeah, we can. We could afford another one as well. So this is actually boosting the damage of the first couple of like lightning auras you put down, meaning they're doing a lot more damage, firing a lot faster, all of that good stuff. Now you simply just want to start off, and the lane you've least heavily defended is the lane you want to be starting at. So if you've got enemies coming in the right hand lanes, the middle lanes, don't worry, wait until you've literally cleared out this lane and then move on to the your next lane, which is your sort of, in a way, your second priority, which is the middle lane. Now this is where the tactic changes up. On the right hand side you can see that only this guy got through. If by any means that any enemies get through, go take them out from taking out the main objective and then go back to your prioritized lane. As you can see, the first lane's not got anyone on it. Now that the second wave, or like the second wave of enemies for wave 1 is starting to come, I'll switch back to the third lane. It's all about prioritizing. The crystal cart is under attack, that is fine. As you can see, the second lane's not really made it. The third lane's made it through, but further down the line during the game, you'll get it so your upgrades won't allow them to come through. And this tactic not only works for the monk, but can also work as well for the apprentice, because the apprentice not only has, I think it's arcade barrier, but he has the earth shatter towers and the frostbite towers, so that slows enemies down, which is fantastic. But look at this, the least defended lane and they're practically half dead. It's the same with these guys as well. You can see that their health is down and they're dropping. So if as long as we get the traps all set up along these lines, starting off with the right hand most lane, because that's the one we're least going to defend, and then you've got a good basis to actually protect and defend the crystal cart. So it's now the second part, like I'm not going to activate that. And in the last wave, enemies got through, that's pretty clear. So what you want to do is just place down more. Literally, so as he's going through this damage, more's going to happen to him. Like that guy that got through, he ended up here before I killed him. He's going to have damage done to him until he gets to here. Because you're following the line, and the line of the, what is it, lane, sorry. Literally lost my train of thought there. Because you're following the line of the lane, he's having constant damage done to him. And if we put another one in between each of these, that's like quadruple damage. Like, you've got that first tower there, you've got this second tower, and then you've got them two overlapping in the middle, and then you'd have a third tower. In fact, I'm actually going to do that because I've still got the crate. So I'm just going to focus on this lane with the current gems I've got. As you can see, I'm not actually upgrading any towers, and this is because I want to stick to level 1 towers. Like, I don't want to waste gems upgrading towers if I don't need to. Now what we can do is, we've got a boost aura right there. Let's place another boost aura here, and that gets all these 3. Look, that's covering 3, and because that's nearer to the end, he's going to have a lot of damage coming in. Sort of a lot of damage anyway because there's loads of towers, but then towards the end we've got another boost aura, meaning that these 3 are just going to do insane amount of damage to the orc that next comes through. So with the remaining credits, you can just sort of generalize it. I say generalize, generally upgrade the other 2 lanes, like, to be honest with you guys. So, for the premise of this video, I picked right to left, and that's obvious. This lane has been defended. So, if we actually go to the middle now, we've only got 3 and a boost tower. So, we need to get a couple more down, I'm thinking. Now, what we can do here is actually overlap it because there's a corner, creating a large sort of semicircle of damage. And then follow this round once again, and even if enemies try and sneak through, they're not. This circle's gotten so much coverage, and then we can actually pop a boost aura in between, meaning this whole corner of like traps and lightning auras is just one like infestation for damage. Like, look at that. That's actually going to start dropping those mini orcs. Now, this is our least defended lane. I'm simply just going to add a couple more. And then with the extra 124, I'm just going to upgrade the boost tower and the first target down here. Like, I haven't got specific sort of upgrades or tower placements I do just go ahead and defend one lane, secondly defend the middle lane, weakly defend the last lane. And that is the basic premise of the tactic. But if by all means you didn't want to upgrade these 2, go down and just follow the lane all the way to the cart. So even if you do have enemies that slip through the first sort of bit, when they get to the cart, they're still taking damage. Like, they're still taking damage, they're not that much of a worry. Your main worry should be your least defended lane. So on the right hand side now, you can see enemies actually starting to come in, and you can see they're being hit. You can literally see they're being hit on the map. It's insane. Let's see how far they get, and then obviously they're going to get to the cart. That's a given. But I just want to see how much damage is done to them before they actually get to the cart. So we've gotten that guy dead. Look at him. He's at half health. So if we follow this all the way down, he is guaranteed to literally die. Like, he's guaranteed to die. The only problem that I see now with the new Wipeageddon update. I can't speak properly, not today, friends. Yeah, the only problem I see now with this is that because there's only 3 waves, like, you haven't got that many waves or that long to play around placing towers, upgrading towers. I remember before the Wipeageddon it was 5 waves, and even on the early levels you'd just be there like, oh no, it's too much. But now that it's come to it and they've actually reduced the waves, I'm kind of like, yeah, I would prefer long waves. But once again, you can upgrade the difficulty to hard, I don't know, onslaught, redo this at later levels so you're getting higher experience, all of that good stuff. And eventually you'll just get to the point where you will have traps coming all the way down these lanes, with obviously the right hand lane having all of the traps and boost auras being placed there first, I guess. Like, it is just about prioritizing. We prioritize the sewer control. Now we're going back to the crystal cart and taking out the middle lane guy. It's easy. And to think that your cart also regens after every wave is just useful. It's so useful. Now, what I want to do here, see if we can actually get this. Defense limit has been reached, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. So we've reached our defense limit and we can't pour it all the way down here, I'm afraid. So what we're going to have to do is just try and upgrade some of these. I'm just going to go along, upgrade these to tier 2. There we go. Pick up all of these. Can we upgrade our boost? No, we can't upgrade the boost aura. So let's upgrade the boost aura. So we're on lane prioritized number 1 now. Just the highest priority. And I'm saying, like, it's good. Like, look at this. Upgrade to tier 2. We've got 3 sets of tier 2. We've got 1 set here of 3 tier 2 towers with a boost aura. We've then got a set of 3. And we've got another set of tier 2s. Like, the damage is going to come out of these guys to actually help us along. Like, with those, just that lot, then the orc got to half health. With these extra tier 2s and the extra 1 at the end, I'm pretty sure it should drop him, if not get him to like a 1-hit drop. Like, literally. The last lane, I'm not actually even going to worry about for this one. I can simply defend this lane myself on this round. I think with the remaining credits, I'm just going to upgrade the towers. And it is all down to your choice at the end of the day, guys. If you do think that you could place more towers if you haven't reached your defense limit, like, in all honesty, I could probably sell one of these. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to sell one of these and actually just put it down here, just in case they do get, oh no, wrong one, just in case they do get to the edge, because if you've not noticed, it has been this lane that's been getting to the cart, and although it's heavily defended, it's because you're not personally defending it. You got to remember, guys, you're the main person who takes out everyone in this game. Like, you're the main damage dealer, you're the main defender, and we've also got a boss incoming on the middle lane, so we're gonna have to take him out soon too. Just when I finish with this lane, need to take out this orc, and they're heavily incoming. I'm actually gonna go do that right now, and there we go. Take them out. They will be taken out by my auras, and we can just focus on this guy as well. What you want to do, or a good tip for bosses like that, is actually let them get to your cart. Literally let them get to your cart and you'll be fine. And what did I say? Our aura's actually taking out this guy. That's fantastic. We can just leave him there to die now. He'll be fine. And although abilities don't affect bosses like that, try not to get hit by them, because they don't fling them up into the air like all of the others did. Like, it's not going to do that. It's not going to do its ability power, but it still does the damage, which is okay. And to be honest, you could leave sewer control. It is the last wave. Like, you don't have to worry about a new wave being opened up. The crystal cart is your main priority now, but I like to get into the sort of the rotation of going to my number 1 priority lane if it's under attack. Now we're just going to leave that lightning aura to do its job, and it has already done its job, while we literally just focus on the boss. Now the reason I wanted you to wait until the boss is at the crystal cart is because the boss will aggro directly to the crystal cart, and all you have to do is out DPS the boss and you should be fine, and not die. Because if you die, then the boss is literally got a free shot at the crystal cart and your health doesn't return. Oh, and I died. Wow. Wow. So the idea is not to die, of course, like literally. But if you die, then there's nothing you can do. Literally, there's nothing you can do. To think that you would usually be playing with friends as well, guys. Remember, that's something you gotta watch out for. Is little imps like that standing outside of the lightning aura, sort of. I don't know the range of the lightning aura. I forgot what it's called. There is a like specific word for it for it. Oh my god, my language today is not working. I swear it's the weather. It's killing my English. But yeah, let's just go. Oh, did he die? Oh, the guy at the sewer control died. I'm guessing that may have been one of my lightning aura towers. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this sort of lane-to-lane tactic. It is pretty self-explanatory. Just picking left to right, right to left, heavily defending the lane you're not going to be at, your priority 3 lane, and then personally defending the lane you will be at, your priority 1 lane. So as you can see, it's a quick overview. Sewer control didn't go down. We only had 4 towers here. I was literally just pummeling people here. When I'd pummeled the people here, I'd switch over to this lane, which is merely pretty much upgraded. So then that lane would be free. You'd move over to this lane, which is upgraded. By the time you move over here, they should have half health. And then by the time you're over here, they should either be down there and dying in your lightning aura, or they should be around this area getting pummeled by your just upgraded towers and boost auras. So yeah, you could say this guide is more towards like a low level monks, because you're only using your lightning auras and boost auras. But even at low levels, you still need tips, tricks and tactics to help you level up and to get along your way. So let's finish it up by pressing X, see what we got from this magical chest. And it is yeah, powerful polearm. 13 defense damage. No, not better. No, sorry, I got an epic polearm. I don't need a powerful polearm. But yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, or if you've not checked out any of the other Dungeon Defenders series and want to go check them out, then go ahead. But if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, or if you're following along with the tactic by yourself in game, be sure to leave a like down below and maybe a comment if you know of anything I could improve, upgrade, part of the tactic I could change up. As I said, as my character levels up, as my character levels up, I'll be bringing you more maps with more revised tactics upon this one. But until next time, guys, thanks and bye.